It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Reliance Stadium in Houston. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So after the INT, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cook up the gut. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup at 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
A 38-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Stroud now to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Texans nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Texans send out Kai Kroger to punt.
Returnable here for Davis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
23 yards. 1st down, Bills.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
Now 2nd and 6.
Allen going to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Sanders. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And oh, it's blocked. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now another shot here at the PAT.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Marks. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. On one of the linebackers has got it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Marked down back at his own 4-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Buffalo.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook, 72 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Stiff-armed him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here goes Stroud again. They'll roll him out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take down there to make the grab. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make it 24-7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Shoves him aside. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, it's Allen. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Kalen Bullock. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Stroud now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bills 31, Texans 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
They're on the 7-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Bills.
On play action, Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir, 36 yards. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Woody Marks, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Texans 14.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Texans 47.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. Now 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
And the Bills' 1st down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are pouring it on. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 14.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And the Texans first down. First and 10.
They run straight ahead with Marks. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Marks. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A handoff, it's Marks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Stroud out of the gun here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stroud working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Stroud now, a very strong 7 of 8 in the second half. He's got a 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's Marks. Fights through, and now a crease.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Woody Marks, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
52, Texans 21.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I have to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. To throw is Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Taylor to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Pushes past him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Inside give to Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Texans 21. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Their own 38-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Marks. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
On the give, here's Marks. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have the Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down.
Marks now on 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down.
On the handoff, Marks down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bills, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't read the newspapers because they all have ugly print.
At the starting of the week, at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See those leaders start to frown. Then we say, tomorrow never comes until it's too late. Could be sitting, taking lunch. The news will hit you like a punch. It's only Tuesday.
What time is it?
You never thought we'd go to war after all the things we saw. It's April Fool's Day.
What time is it?
Tomorrow never comes until it's too late. Tomorrow never comes until it's too late.
Tomorrow is another day. Today is another another. Tomorrow is another day. Today is another.